And of course, we're still flying. Ugh. Actually, I thought of something, because there are some places in the game where we can't use levitate. I wonder if we go there with levitate, it'll take levitate off. I think that... what's that place there? The clockwork, whatever place. And maybe that'll get rid of it. And Sethasil. Sethasil? Is that it? Where's Sethasil? Yes! Phew! Thank you. Thank you, game. Because God knows how long that thing would have lasted. It's gonna be god awful. I don't know. It seems a lot of people, a lot of people voted for it. So there's definitely some fans out there. Either people voted for it because they wanted to see how bad it is, or people voted for it because they remember it being good. I mean, usually for fast forward, I've yet to see any games that get voted because they're bad. So we'll see. We'll see soon. Yeah, I was thinking that when I was grabbing food. It's like if my levitation is still on, as far as I'm aware, there's no way of getting rid of buffs. You can get rid of debuffs, obviously, but you can't get rid of buffs. I was thinking like, yeah, I remember there were some places in Mournhold that you couldn't use levitate on, so... And of course I had that ring, so I was like, let's try that. Hooray, it worked. Oh yeah, I guess Dispel. Didn't think of Dispel. Alright, so... East side... I kind of do. I mean, 133 hours of this game, it's a great game, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously I wouldn't have played it this long if I wasn't, but there's a point where you're just kind of like, alright, I feel like I should move on. I'm definitely at that point now. Now, how do we get to... It's like secret... What was the topic? It was like... private quarters... Yeah, private back entrance. A door on the eastern canal side level leads through a smaller room and into surroundings private quarters. But I don't know if this is the eastern side canal level like he's talking about. I was talking about the Hall Underworks, maybe? Don't think it would be under here. Feels like I should have been in here before. I guess my pants are back on? Yeah. I was gonna say it's kind of dark in here. I'm sure I've been in here. Oh, why is it so dark? Yeah, I didn't go in here in this one. I mean, they all look the same. Justice... Somebody's been here. No, damn it. Grab a few bites to eat. Nom. What's this? Damn it. I hate falling in the sewer. You can't get out of water unless there's a ramp in this game. Doesn't seem to be much here other than just a way to get between the east and western sides. Alright, barracks, officers of the watch, hall of wisdom, right near barracks, just offices. Maybe it's through the barracks. I'd be kind of surprised they would send us through the barracks, though. It's like, avoid the ordinators. Yeah, go through their barracks. As long as I don't talk to them, I should be fine.
What words do you have for me, citizen? Submit to the three.
Is there something you need?
Still not sure if this is what they meant by the Eastern, like,
What is
canal works thing. Or, like, the Eastern level. I should just concentrate on trying to... Another entrance here, huh? Here, maybe? Hmm... But they can't see me right now. Still not sure if this is the right place. Going to a secret library. Probably not the right place.
May I help you?
fool? You will pay with your blood. You will pay with your blood.
He doesn't seem to be too convinced about that. Ooh, long blade 100. Except we're already at long blade 100. It's not actually raising anything. Eat this food before it gets cold. So I wonder if this chameleon is just confusing that guard. He's not sure if he can see me or not. I like this place. secures all these sermons of Vivek that. So many sermons. It's like, if you haven't found them all yet, here you go. So many books.
Outlander, what do you want?
You cannot escape the righteous. You cannot escape the righteous.
I don't know if he's just bugged or he's just confused because of my my chameleon effect for this robe.
Pay with your blood. You have sealed your fate.
By now.
3 gods, 1 true faith. Fool! You cannot escape the righteous. You will pay with your blood.
So I'm busy reading these books.
Let me live.
Let me live.
Fool!
I know, right? Such organization. So this is obviously not the place we had to go.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
I'd like to know which back door I need to get. Alright, I guess we'll go through the front door. We'll just have to, I don't know, have to not get caught. Wonder if with invisibility I'll be fine. Because usually as soon as you pick the lock, I think your invisibility goes off, but I don't know if that counts. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Sorry about that. Just numbing a little bit there. Alright. Underworks. Yeah, I don't see any other... Been through the offices. Just goes to the other side, right? Unless it's this little hyphane thing over here. Yeah, there we go. It's locked, so it's gotta be this. Where was I? I was on the west side, wasn't I? That's the problem. Make sure I'm not crouching, which is hard to tell. It's very easy to toggle this without realizing it.
Is there something I can do for you?
Maybe. Just let me read through your books first. Light armor. You think somewhere would have all the sermons of Vivek together? Obviously, that extra that secret library doesn't. Alright, before I talk to this guy, let's let me finish my food here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see first. I should put on... I don't think I really need this detect animals thing. I'm talking to people is probably better having the higher personality anyways. Thank you for coming, Lan. You know the Temple's doctrine on Nerevarine. Perhaps it's time to change that doctrine. The Temple must protect the people from the false doctrines, and if your association with Imperial Intelligence makes your motivation and integrity suspect, we have been chosen Hortor in Nerevarine by the Dunmer people, and we have reached crisis with Dagathar. We can no longer defend the people against the Awakened Sixth House. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. His situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivek himself. He has asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? Sure. Good. Here are 2 keys. One to the private back entrance to my quarters. Yeah, about that. And the other to a locked entrance to Lord Vivek's palace. I regret that at present your leaders are not completely under my control. So for now, I ask you to avoid confrontations with them. Lord Vivek is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient, but perhaps it is not better. It would be better not to keep him waiting. Hooray. Bodies are just coming in through his front door. Aggro is permanent. You don't seem to mind me too much. As long as I don't have a conversation. Every once in a while I get one that attacks me for no apparent reason. And I murder them. The other guys just stand there and watch. So, whatever. Let's go murder Vivek. Sweet kind of cool shit he drops. Sup? Don't mind me. Just coming to say hi. Why does he sound like a wolf? I mean... that was easy. Really? All he has is an artifact? I mean, I guess he was kind of naked. Not even worth killing. I know, right? He's so OP. Did my health even go down once? He's obviously casting spells, so that 100% reflect ring kind of, counters that easily enough. I broke the game of the ring, yeah. Slightly broken. All I know is he was hitting himself with magic, so that was kind of making him die even faster. I love how his like sound is like his sound effect is a wolf. It's like a snarling beast. That was one thing I was worried about is the whole like, does it still tell me about that? You know, the threads of fate have been destroyed or whatever. Because when I killed the king, it said that obviously, and I was kind of concerned if that was like a one-time thing and it wouldn't warn you anymore. That gave me my answer. So. Well, that probably wouldn't be a problem. But considering I don't really know, I'd rather go through the story. Expected you. We have business, you and I. In my library, I've made available two conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. My own true account, another false account, common among the Ashlanders and preserved in apocrypha. I don't care whether you believe my account or not. I will leave that up to you to judge which is true. When I was young like you, I was very impatient, so we'll keep our business short. Then later, there may be time for other things. First, I propose to remove my curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, and proclaim to all Morrowind that Lyn is the incarnate Nerevarine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind, the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagathar in the Sixth House. These things I will do, whether you wish it or not. Next, I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagathar. You may choose to refuse. I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift, in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept this gift, and do with it as you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath, then keep it or break it as you'd like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? Sure, I guess. No, that's fine. Good, sensible of you. And now, will you give your oath before all gods and men, for all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself in Wraithguard to defeat the destruction of Dagathar and the preservation of Morrowind and its people? Sure. Not very sensible, but very good. Something for someone who would have no hesitations about making such an oath. You'll now have a brief, momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You're being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It'll be over before. It's a brief sensation of motion in total darkness, floating but without a sense of weight or direction. You know it. Now, I will notify the temple that you are a champion. There'll be no more persecution of the dissident priests. Hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. You have time for questions, if you like, or you may leave as you wish, but I think there are at least two things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard and how to defeat Dagathar. Do we punch him really hard? That'd probably be the best way. Dagathar is the former High Lord Counselor of Horstagoth. He was the Lord Nerevarine, or Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears by turns, lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. You need to know where is Dagathar. I mean, that's pretty obvious. He's on the map. What are Dagathar's plans? Who are Dagathar's servants? Who is Dagathar? What are Dagathar's powers? What is known about Dagathar's defenses? How can I prepare for battle against Dagathar? Who can help? That's a lot of shit. To defeat Dagathar, go to Red Mountain, recover the artifact Hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel. Alright, let's write these down. Alright. So we need to go to Red Mountain. Gate Citadel Viminal. cover Sunder. Okay. See with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening. And Keening, what's Keening? The Citadel Degathur. I guess Keening is the other. It's probably another one he's going to tell us about. Within the Citadel, find the Heart Locarn. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Degathur connection to the heart, and you'll be destroyed, and the blight ended on Morrowind. Use 3 artifacts on Heart of Lorcan. To destroy Degathur, you must sever his connection to the heart of Lorcan. Do this, strike the heart with the artifact hammer Sunder once, and strike the heart more than once with the artifact blade Keening. Yes, he hasn't told us about Keening yet, but I'm sure one of these other options will be. Strike once with Sunder. More than one with Keening. While wearing Wrathguard. In short, simple explanation. Here is a long, detailed explanation written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. Confer with the Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers garrisoning Ghost Gate for the latest information about the defenses and citadels of Degathur and his heart-white kin. Insert plans. We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating Cis-Health cultists and victims of dream compulsions and from study of Degathur actions. Temple scholars and inquisitors have prepared a document Degathur's plan. It summarizes what we know or suspect. Take this copy. It's also available in my library. Punching hard. He will send his mind to the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. Nearly. His flesh, and the flesh of his followers, evolves towards a mutable, magical form. Degathur is in the highest ranks can control this distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Chief among his servants are 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart-rights and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but always revived at the heart. Somehow Degathur has conferred some portion of immortality upon them, perhaps to sustain themselves through a more conventional sorcery. Okay, library. This doesn't tell us about Keening. Has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, place under Red Mountain, Heart Locan. He's constructing a new god, Eklakan, also known as Second Numidian. Whatever. Alright, he mentioned Keening, but he didn't say anything about it. Where to find it. Actually, if we finish our business, so I'll notify temporarily you're a champion. Should be no more persecution, blah blah blah. I probably have to, like, look in his library. Do you want to know why did I wage war on Reverine? Why did I try to suppress the autographa? Why did I persecute the dissident priests? Why is Degathur winning the war? Does the tribunal fight Degathur? What are Wraithguard's powers? It's probably one of those that, goddamn, so much freaking stuff. When did he mention bitter recriminations? You want to chide me? Why did I murder Nerevar? Why did I break my oath to Azura not to use Kagranak's tools? Why did I cause others to suffer? along with Nord Nerevar. Man, friggin' plot dump here. In his instance, him Alexia, Silthasil, nice war before god. Yeah, well, Silthasil and Alexia are kind of no more at this point. Silthasil kind of got killed by Alexia, and I kind of killed Alexia, so you're the only one left, buddy. So for the gods' notes at the time, the Daedra Lord Azura never to employ the tools of Cadnac for any purpose. We broke our oaths. We turned our backs to the old gods. I see no compelling reason to worship any of the Aedra or the Daedra. But the respect I hold for Nerevar, and the respect I hold for myself, I should never have betrayed my oath. Of all my life's actions, I regret that failure. Why did I cause others to suffer? I respect that question, and you for it. The most I can say is I did my best I could, and as I saw things. Can you, mortal, presume to judge the actions and motives of God? But because I need you, and you need me, I'll make an accounting for my sins, to you, but not now. Destroy Dagathur, and then we'll discuss my sins, and perhaps you have earned the right to judge me. Or I could just kill you now, that works too. He's winning because he's close to the source of power, Locrum's heart, because he retains his passions and madness. We have settled into the lonely and rewarding posture of dogged beautifulness and perseverance. And finally, perhaps, because he is stronger and smarter than we are. His followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe we were careless and complacent and outwitted, and in the matter of denying the Nerevarine, we're foolish. Supposed to be explanations. Murder Nerevar. We did not murder Nerevar. The legend that we murdered Nerevar comes from a story told by shield companion to Nerevar, Alanro Sul, who lived among the Ashlanders. Ashlanders have retained Alandro Sul's account as part of their oral histories. The account is persuasive in some details and plausible in others. In any case, false. I have 2 accounts of Nerevar's death here in my library. Read them and judge for yourself. Suppression, persecution, and dissident is just one of the standard tools of statecraft. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Beryl Sala. He and the Ordinators served valiantly on the War of Dagathar, mistook his misplaced zeal for energy and dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no more persecution to the dissident priest, and I hope both sides will swiftly be reconciled. More stuff. Goddamn. Mortal, if you have Morrowind. Remember being mortal. I remember. I do not feel it. I can, if I choose, remember the feeling. But I do not choose. It is very sad being mortal. There is happiness, yes, but mostly sadness. As I have said, count only the happy hours. For mortals they are all too few. But for gods, for me, there is no more feeling, only knowing. Not quite no more feeling. I still want to win. I want to defeat Dagathur. Perhaps I have lost the feeling for the people, for their suffering. I don't want that feeling. This is no use to me. It is no longer what matters to me. I only want not to lose. To lose would be very, very bitter. Why did I suppress the Apocrypha? Because it was such an unfortunate mixture of truth, falsehood, and speculation that I couldn't afford to manage the confused reaction of our faithful. Any doubt whatsoever weakened their faith, and we needed their faith to give us the power to retain the ghost fence. In retrospect, perhaps we lost the faith of those we most needed while preserving the faith of the meek and indifferent. Perhaps a mistake was made, who can say? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have no sense of them in the timeless divine world outside of my mortal time. In fact, if I did believe they existed, I would be in no hurry to make contact with them. They may, with some justice, hold the Dunmer race responsible for their faith. My intuition is that they are gone forever, and that is perfectly fine with me. There still is one living Dwemer. It's like being a juggler. Things are always moving, and you learn to know where they are without even thinking about it. Only there are many, many things moving. Sometimes, like any juggler, you drop something, afraid it has become a lot more of a matter of dropping things lately. There are too much to do, not enough time. I'm losing my touch. Perhaps I'm growing old. It's a bit like being at once awake and asleep. Awake I am here with you, thinking and talking. Asleep I am very, very busy. Perhaps for other guards, the completely immortal ones, it is only like that being asleep. Out of time. Me, I exist at once inside of time and outside of it. You scared of the Dwemer? Well, I mean, dwarfs are scary. They're just at the perfect level just to nut shot you there. It's never nice being dead, too. It's nice never being dead, too. When I die in the world of time, then I'm completely asleep. I'm very much aware that all I have to do is just choose to wake, and I'm alive again. Many times I have very deliberately tried to wait patiently, a very, very long time before choosing to wake up. And no matter how long it feels like I wait, it always appears. When I wake up, that no time has passed at all. That is the God place. Place out of time where everything is always happening all at once. In past, Tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Dagathor and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, when we realized we couldn't destroy them, we created the Ghost Fence to contain the threat. The solutions were effective until Dagathor ambushed us and captured Sunder and Keening. Since that time, our fortunes have waned as his increased. Again, he's mentioned Keening multiple times, but he hasn't mentioned where it is or how to get it. Just where to get Sunder. Why did I try to kill you? Because you threatened my faith and my followers. I needed their faith to hold back the darkness, and I thought you were my enemy. Upon this subtle Daedra Lord Azura, or upon the Emperor of Emperor Uriel Septim, or simply a fraud, perhaps a hero, but not much of one if my faithful could destroy you. Now circumstances are altered. I need you and you need me. Protect the wearer from fatal energies, the artifacts Sunder and Keening. Also has minor protective enchantments against physical and magical damage you might find useful. Yeah, I think we already have something that's stronger than Waithguard. It's called a ring, a royal ring. Oh, Lord Nervar and his existence, I'm Alexia, yeah, let's go. You mentioned this. Right, so maybe his library's gonna have something. Sin Dwemer was the creation of a new god from substance of a dead god, Lorcan. It's also sin which we would destroy Dagathor. I hesitate to call it sin, more properly call it destructive evil. Sin of the Tribunal, however, is the breaking of an oath to Asura to forbear from tapping the heart with Kaganak's tools, and the folly of seeking to become gods. Breaking the oath was evil, becoming gods was folly. We sinned and paid the price. Alright. I love the people of Morrowind. I became a god to make their lives more comfortable and secure. I'm most close to my faithful followers. I'm literally in their hearts and minds. I feel the most sympathy with House Redoran. They are Dunmer driven by creeds and deeds, as am I. House Endoril is closer to the compassion and sympathy of the Amalexia, comfortable and secure serenity. House Tildvani matches the disposition of my brother Sothasil. Iconoclastic, profane, unconventional. House Lalu represents the future of the Dunmer, integrated into the sophisticated mainstream of the traditional raceless, godless culture of the Empire. House Dress represents the past of the pre-tribunal great house culture, persistent tradition of the Daedra and ancestor worshipping civilized Dunmer clans. And even I love the Ashlanders for their preservation of the most ancient barbarial tribal traditions, the Dunmer, who first settled Morrowind. We didn't. There's only 3 houses on this part. I'm assuming the other houses would have been like present on the mainland Morrowind if we had access to that. If they had actually added that in this game. There's only 3 houses on Vvardenfell. House Dress and the other house you mentioned, like nowhere to be seen. I think we've talked to him about everything at this point. Alright, so let's go check the library, I guess. Name Sunder. Okay, he did not mention Keening. He mentioned Sunder, but he didn't mention Keening during his dialogue. But now it's in here in my log, so it's like they forgot to add that to his actual dialogue. Luckily they added it here. Alright, so Gate Citadel Adrosal. Odrosal. I mean, it's a big place. I don't think those are on the map. I haven't really checked the map. Cover Keening. Let's check out this Wraithguard thing gave us. I mean, resist blight disease. Who cares? It's not terrible, but it's not that great either. Considering this is a glove, this is what, left or right? Yeah, I kind of want my strength back. Thank you. Already have a way. My ring basically does this. I mean, we'll probably need it. Actually, we'll probably not even need it. Maybe. Because the ring basically is even stronger version of that, so... Would have been pretty good if I didn't have the ring of, like, super OP-ness here. Alright. Let's go check out his library. Is this his library? Assault. Yeah, I guess here would have... if his conversation... I mean, if the actual journal hadn't said anything, this at least would have told us here. He's on the ghost fence. Gate Citadel, Venmo. Alright, so first step, right inside the ghost fence. So I guess we go to the ghost fence first, and there'll probably be a bunch of ordinators and whatnot. Then we gotta go raid the Ash Vampire Citadels. Of course, might just be extra stuff in those citadels, more loot. Well, I already have like 100% reflection, so I mean, I'm assuming maybe you can reflect more than 100%, in which case you do extra damage back to them. So if they hit you with like 100 damage, you do 120 damage type thing. But I don't need more. I'm already broken as it is. I don't need to be more broken. I'd rather have the extra 20 strength. 5 Ash Vampire Dagoth of Vayman. Possession of Sunder. He seeks to discover the secrets of enchantments. Citadel Dagoth. Alright, well. Basically, go get that shit and win the game. You use copies of these anyways, right? So, alright, no, that's simple enough. Let's go beat the game. Boop, 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 boom. Right, to the ghost fence. Ghost gate, I should say. Oh, they actually put it up on the map too. So Venmal for the Sunder, and this one for Keening. Easy enough. First step, Ghost Gate. Master of the Guilds? Nah. Who needs the Master of the Guilds? They don't bow down before my might. That's their own undoing. Low effort. See if I can beat this before we beat Dragon. No, yeah, that's gonna happen. Beat this before we reach Dragon Warrior 7. Too far. Tower of Dawn as we go downstairs. It's a reverse tower. Our cannons now, so Lord Vivek has selected you as a champion of the Temple of the War against Agathor in 6th House. I'm very happy and will pray for you and your success of your quest. How can I help you? Are you looking for someone particular? All that jazz? No.
May I help you, Outlander? Yes.
At least they're calling me Outlander. Everyone's like, hey, buddy, Val, I like you now. Because Vivek said you're cool.
Greetings. I am at your service.
You better be in my service. Like level 100.
What do you want of me, Outlander? What do you want of me, Outlander? Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Paratrooper all the forces. Just have like a... Just cover the skies in like cliff racers next to his palace. No one would ever get through. There'd just be a whole bunch of like babbling, you know, people at the bottom like, oh, there's so many cliff racers, I can't do this. Make it stop. Some more games. What did you get, Kellic? What kind of awesome games did you get today? Should save. I haven't saved in a while. Before we get some more dirty disc errors. And if anything, that's kind of pushing me forwards here just to get this done ASAP. The whole dirty disc error thing. It's like, man, could be at the point where the game is just like teetering on the edge of just like failing. So let's get this done. let's go to address all, I guess. Lame. Yes, you. A good place to have a mine. Remember when those used to be tough? Am I still like on maximum difficulty? Yeah. After doing the DLC, it's like I don't think there's anything in this in the main part of the game's gonna give me a remote challenge. Maybe Dagathur himself. Vivek wasn't even like doing anything to me. Literally did 0 damage to me. Ow. Hades, Monster Hunter Rise, Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, Monster Redux, all for the Switch. Yeah, that's a really good deal for 120 bucks. I mean, Monster Hunter Rise is still expensive as shit. So that right there is like, 70 bucks just for that. Hades, I think you can get for about 40 bucks right now. Like new. King's Amalur and Metro Redux are probably both fairly expensive, so. No, it's less than that. Hades is like 40 bucks, I think. I'll actually have to pick up a copy of Hades. I'll pick up the PS5 version, of course, though, but... Almost there. There. Domer Trini Academy. Yeah, it's like 40 bucks Canadian. Still, I mean, you're still getting a pretty damn good deal. Especially as a Monster Hunter Rise. I think, Yeah, I think I actually just picked up a copy of Monster Hunter Rise recently. It went down a little bit. I think it went down to... It was on sale for like 60 bucks for like a limited time, so I grabbed a copy of it then. But still, right there, you're looking at 100 bucks just for Hades and Monster Hunter Rise at their lowest points. That's before tax. I'm assuming you pay 120 without tax. Right there, with tax, right there, you've got your 120 bucks. So you're getting like Kingdoms of Amalur and Metro for free. So fantastic deal. We don't want it. There's no igloos in the US. We can't risk that igloos. We'll die from heat stroke as soon as we enter the US. Here with our shorts in the middle of winter. What is it? Like every Dwemer place sounds like it's about to collapse. Uranus. Wow, 64 defense. It's so OP. Why am I bothering going through these places? I must. Yeah. The joys. Driving Claymore. I mean, these are okay weapons. You know, if we didn't have like absolutely broken stuff at this point. I love how both sides of this is locked. Hello, sir. Give me a second, I gotta pull up my weapon. Alright. Oh, that was him? Alright, well, that was hard. Heartfire. If agility, armor, chameleon. I mean, if this was constant, it'd be really good. Get his key, I guess. Oranges. Trap the soul. Oh. Feather shield. What's she doing to that corpse? But don't answer that. That's pointless. She's doing stuff. Not stuff. Anything but stuff. What was the enchanted thing? Something enchanted. There's something, still something alive over here, so... In here? Yeah, so that's the enchanted thing. There's a floor above. Fine, give me a second. Gotta pull up my flying thingy. Haven't used these in a long time, actually. One shot at him. Mace, Warhammer. are they keeping Keening? Got a key. Maybe there's another part of this. This was called, like... This is called Wimmer Training Academy, so there's probably another... There's a section of this that has Keening. Oh, I need this key first, though. No. Just jumped around in a circle. Cover Keening, yeah. Keening's supposed to be in here somewhere. Must have to go see those... Those knights or whatever. Or the ordinators or whatever it was. There we gotta go up there somewhere. Fine. Go down the chimney? No? I didn't see anything else enchanted. So it might be just like sitting on a table somewhere. Maybe it's not an actual enchanted item. We got its key though, so... Unless we just have to go here for the key. What if I Glade Keening from the Gate Citadel Audrocell? Sounds like it should be here. You have to go do these, like, Ash Vampire stuff first, maybe. That or this isn't actually the Gate Citadel Audrocell. Because we defeated Dagoth Ardros. Right? That's the dude we just killed over here. Yes, Dagoth Ardros. So... Poison. Poison always sucks in those games. The Man of War have a smiley face. It's not a corpse. The superior version, the Xbox version, the one and the only, which actually works quite well. I'm surprised at how well it works, to be honest. Alright, let's go back up here. Maybe it's up here or something. We didn't take a good enough look. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting a lot worse, to be honest. It's actually quite playable. Axe, mace, warhammer. None of these were openable by the key. We got a key, but nothing to use it on. So unless the key would have just opened some of those locked doors I passed by. A mean sleeve. Alright. It's definitely not in his corpse. Let's just pick up that amulet just so we can... Did the angel have something enchanted on her? Yeah. So there's nothing else here that's enchanted. Oh, there's a tower. Okay, so there's another part of this. Where's the tower? Oh, jeez. Friggin' ladder. It's so easy to miss. Like I went over here, like I go over here, there's like nothing here. Oh, there it is. Found you. What if I Magicka 50 points in self-health, 30 points in self-attack, 30 points agility? That's actually pretty damn good. Except for the fact that it's short blade and... Citadel Order Soul. We recovered the artifact Blade Keening, one of the enchanted tools created by Dwemer Craftlord Kagranak. One down. Yeah, I gotta love those ones. Those are the best. Keening has dealt you a mortal wound. Yes, it just does tons of damage unless you're using the Wraith Guard, I guess. I was kind of curious to see what happened there. So you definitely have to have the Wraith Guard equipped to counteract that. Still, it seems like you could do it without even the Wraith Guard. You could just have to, like, equip it, do the thing, and unequip it ASAP. It's not like an insta-kill or anything. Cool. Alright. Let's go do the same thing for the Citadel Verminal. The other place. Right, turn this way. Yeah, it's down at the bottom, because the game never seemed to decide where to throw on one of these. Up we go! below us somewhere. Somewhere. I love how fall damage does nothing. How long did I fall there? It's like, 30% of my health. No problem. Alright, so we're looking for Sunda. Yeah. I mean, earlier on, I mean, I would have fallen, but I mean, with my 110 acrobatics or whatever at this point, fall damage is pretty minor. That was weak. Okay, that wasn't actually the Dagoth we need to fight. I don't really bother to look into those things. Parchment scrawlings. Hall of Torque. Torque! Mace. Backup copy. Well, I mean, it kind of would have to, right? Having some fun there, sir? Hey, blood's going up. Where's my blood skill? Let's just finish this farce. Solar later. Oh, it's not dead. Fine. I want to see if these guys, like, what kind of power they have on Azura's star here. I don't know if I even hit him with that. Trap the soul. 360 is not even as much as literally the Golden Saints are like the strongest thing. It's pathetic. Sunder, okay, at least we don't have to go hunting for Sunder. That's pretty good. That would actually counter the only thing is blunt. That would counter like the boost the 20 strength I lose from what's its place there, the Wraith Guard, equipping the Wraith Guard. Update for 20 points for 30 seconds. That's kind of nice. Except it's an amulet, so an amulet would be bad. I'd have to re-equip my other thing. Cool. So we get Sunder, get all 3 artifacts. Now we go to Dagathor and kick his ass, I guess? I don't know. This will be shorter than, I mean, unless there's more to this after we go over to Dagathor. I kind of figured I'd be able to complete the, the main quest pretty quickly because of how OP we were, but didn't expect it to be this fast. Here I thought this was going to overtake Dragon Warrior 7. The game might have some other surprises, so who knows. I can go back to Tribunal and do those other quests. Not Tribunal, Blood Moon, and do those East whatever quests. Right. Go this way. Climb the mountain. Hey, Master of Light. How's it going? I thought I can go straight up a hill. Straight up the mountain. Digimon World 3? Nice. It's definitely the best of the Digimon Worlds on the PS1, although it definitely kind of outlived its welcome after a certain point. A lot of backtracking. This was super annoying. Ow. 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 So let's switch. Yeah, switchy, switchy, switchy. Now they've only used that like twice in this game. These little switch things. Once in like the first one, which like threw me off until I came back to it. Unless the game has more to throw at me, probably. There it is. Like, we're going for Dagathur. I have all
Come,
the...
Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart and a Kulakan. And bring Wraithguard. I have need of it.
It's all yours, buddy. Sure, as the tables, all confused. We hear the words, we must speak them. We take them, arrange them, but still, they will not be quiet. It has been... It's been a fun long time. Thought for sure this is going to overtake Dragon Warrior 7. It's coming close. It's only like 2 hours away, but unless they really throw a lot more stuff at me there. Oh. You're not a friend? Well...
Come to the Heart Chamber. I wait for you there, where we last met countless ages ago.
Alright, sounds fun. Not a dead adventure. Spear of Light. What? What use of speech? If you will not submit, you will be destroyed. You have chosen to war with Dagathur. We grieve for your loss, but we will not spare you. You refuse the sweetness of Lord Dagath's friendship. Now know the bitterness of his fury. He will not come to you, Lord Nerevar. It is you who must beg forgiveness. Go to him, beneath the red mountain, kneel before him, and he will show you mercy. Really? You're really trying to hit me? With magic? You dumbass. Dumbass. These guys all idiots. Money. Must get the sweet, sweet money. You gonna try to attack me too? Yep.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
He seems very welcoming. Seems like a friendly chap. We're gonna have a friendly conversation. So as my healing doesn't out heal that.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
He's calling me his moon and star. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. What have I done? Spicy in here. Parkour. Who needs levitate? Inner tower. Yeah, there's a lot more speech in the DLC stuff I've noticed. Like a lot of the NPCs were saying stuff. Especially the quest ones. And there was a lot of Easter egg ones too, I noticed in the
Come, bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
in the Blood Moon DLC, there was a lot of like just NPCs saying random stuff that had That didn't make any sense.
Welcome, Nerevar. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
Let's do that.
Is this how you honor the sixth house and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
I mean, I know I'm wearing a cloak of like 50% whatever, but blood ring. It's not exactly like I'm coming by stealth here. Dead hero. Not that much of a hero if he's dead. Most of the time, like, usually you see it in the dialogue box, but usually not close enough to the NPC. The time I heard it the most is when I went to that one house and she was talking about, like, I don't know, I forget what the hell she called it, but it was like, it made no sense to their character. Facility Cavern?
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where
Hey, Decatur.
destiny is made.
Where's the heart? Is it over here? So we can have a conversation. Also want to get captured, yeah. Heroes kill gods. That's part of a requirement to becoming a hero. Began here. We'll end here. Have you any parting words, or would you prefer to skip the speeches and get to our business? You're the challenger here, after all. So, to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. You are the challenger here, after all. Now that you have come to me, there could be but one result. Many times I've considered offering to share this place with you. Considered offering you to accept your oath of service. You might try to bite my trust by giving me Wraithguard, Keening, and Sunder. I thought we might once again be friends, comrades, brothers in arms. But I have won this place in power by right of conquest, by right of daring and enterprise. I will not risk it to cunning and deceit. Offer you no deals. And if you are my enemy, I cannot trust you. And even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. It'll be all decided here. I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure. And I am vain enough that, should I fail, I wish to be remembered in my own words. So, if you have any final questions, I would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask of you if you would answer. My first question is, are you really Nerevar reborn? I'll make my own fate. You are bold. Honor independence. You are one to teach the gods their limits. Hope the bards will praise the glory of your death and song. My second question is, if you win, what will you plan to do with the power from the heart? Will you make yourself a god and establish the Theriarchy? Or would you complete Aculahan, dispute control of Tamriel with the Septums? Will you share the heart with your followers, as I have, and breed a new race of divine immortals? I mean, I'm already a god, so I can't make myself more of a god. What's the Aculuhan? I will complete Acculaham. My own secret plans. I don't know. Or perhaps there may be surprises yet in store for me. Perhaps you obscure your plans in principle. Perhaps you are an instinctive bluffer. No matter. My final question is, if I have offered to let you join me, would you have surrendered Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to me to seal your oath? Maybe. Maybe not. Yes, I had a cunning plan. So the right guarantees. Since it hardly matters, let me assure you, there are no guarantees that would help you once I had my hands on those tools. But he didn't try to bargain with you. It might have made things much easier. But now if you have any questions, ask them. Otherwise, you are a challenger. I wait your first blow. What are your questions? What's your plans for the heart? I will continue to draw divine power from the heart to distribute to my kin followers. I will continue to broadcast divine power upon the blight winds, so it will touch each soul in Vvardenfell, and more broadly across the waters of the rest of Morrowind and Tamriel. In time, every mortal in Tamriel should feel liberating contact with the divine. So your plan for the Sixth House. Sixth House will serve as an elite cadre for a movement. Cultists evolve through various stages of enlightenment. They'll become, as suits their abilities, either holy warriors or priests. Their duties prepare themselves for service. Their joy in liberation is to enter even more deeply into the profound enlightenment of our divine dream world. What's your plan for the Dunmer? I'll free the Dunmer from the imperial yoke and cast down upon false gods of the temple. I will lead them out of their ancient superstitions and give them the intimate knowledge of the divine. Then perhaps, when Morrowind is once again restored to its ancient glories, it will be time to consider whether the Dunmer should cultivate ambitions of the Empire. How do you justify your crimes? Essentially rewriting each of your life. Pretty much, she basically wants to turn everybody into servants or something. If by my crimes you mean the inevitable suffering and destruction caused by war, then I accept the burden of leadership. Sixth House cannot be restored without war. Enlightenment cannot grow without the risk of upsetting their traditions-bound, complacent herd. The mongrel armies of the Empire cannot be expelled from Morrowind without bloodshed. As I have charity and compassion, I grieve, but our mission is just and noble. What happened to the Dwemer? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have been denied the opportunity to study Wraithguard, and I am not sure how much of Kagranak's lore was invested in his tools, how much of his own sorcery mastery. I have long studied Kagranak, and have come to admire his wisdom and craft. Some day, the campaigns of the Sixth House are secure. I hope to have time to dedicate to this mystery. Are you building Akulahan? Akulahan will serve three purposes. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Vvardenfell, then Morrowind, then perhaps the rest of Tamriel. Second, it will serve as a sower and cultivator of the divine substance derived from the heart. 3, it will serve as a prominent banner and symbol of our cause, to defy the Empire, to liberate mortals from ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. I finished talking. Defend yourself. Very well. You're impatient to begin. Go ahead. You are the challenger. To you goes the first blow. He says as he attacks me first. Well, it's a good thing we defeated the heart or something. Alright, so where's the actual Dagather? That definitely wasn't it. Where's the actual boss? Well, nothing compared to the DLC stuff, but...
What a fool you are.
Clearly not.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Bye. Oh! Guys, your generation's a little too high. Without killing the he seems to be having fun over there. Wonder if I can kill him without destroying that heart. doesn't seem like I have the power to do it. Not in the hardest difficulty, obviously. If I put it in normal difficulty, I probably would, but... Or, you know, actually, if I drank a whole bunch of strength potions. Let's see if we could do it without killing the heart. Got a billion... Drink all the mead. It's the best way to do it. It's the Nordish way of doing it. Get drunk before battle. I've only got 760. Yeah, I can do more than that. Some Sujama. Yeah, 1368 strength. If I can hit him. It doesn't seem like I was hitting him, but his health wasn't going down, so it definitely seems like I have to get rid of that heart. Doesn't help that I had him knocked down to the friggin' lava, so the lava is doing more damage than he was. Let's try without pushing him into the lava accidentally. Yeah, the lava was definitely the thing that was doing more damage there. Imagine if Daggett the way he was played during the fight. That would be cool. I must see if it's doable. It felt like I was hitting. It's hard to tell if I was hitting him or if the lava was hitting him. Because when I hit him, like I did like a huge chunk of damage to him in one shot. Final questions. A Nerevar reborn. That is bitter. The gods and fates are cruel. I served you faithfully once, Lord Nerevar, and you repaid me with death. I hope this time it will be you who pays for your faithlessness. What do with the heart? Make myself a god. I'll follow the model of the tribunal. That is a dull, enterprising ambition. See the tribunal has done. They sacrificed the honor and dignity of the Dunmer race and handed over the ancient land to the mongrel dogs of the Empire. You may mean well, but you lack vision. You're not worthy of the heart. I would never surrender the tools. Interesting response. You might have been willing to join me, but never surrender the tools. Interesting. I'm glad I didn't try to bargain with you. Alright. Daggett, yep. Alright, so let's just drink all those strength potions there and see if we can move behind him so we don't actually knock him down again.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
I I've already did it. I defeated, well, Hersine's aspect or whatever it was. So did the main quest. There's still like that other quest, the East Company thing, but that one just seemed like it was boring. The parts I did so far, so it's like, eh. I know the reward for the main quest was kind of boring, so I don't know if the reward for the other thing would have been better, but. All the strength. Yeah, it seems like every time I hit him, it's like his health does not go lower than... So you cannot lower him more than 50%. One hit can bring him down by a good chunk, and after that is like immune. Maybe if you like one-shot him, like completely one-shot him, maybe. But it seems as soon as you hit him, he becomes invulnerable. So I guess we gotta do the thing we're supposed to do, I guess. There probably is a way of killing him. I'm sure there is, but eh. We'll do what we're supposed to do. We'll smack that heart. Smash it really hard. If we can even hit things with blunt and short weapons. I could have done it if the game allowed me to do it. I had enough strength. Could probably one-shot him.
Fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place.
So
Come,
we need to...
lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
One strike with Sunder and more than one strike with Keening. Is the heart up here? I don't know if this is even the heart, but Akulahan. No. Still, hammer time. Oh, down here. Okay, critical damage. Keening.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool!
Fool!
Stop!
Stop it! Fool! Nope, Rip Dagather. Love that loop. Boom. Rip indeed. I found the heart of Lorcan within the giant artifact Akulahan. I struck the heart with Sunder and struck it again and again with Keening until the enchantment was destroyed. Severed from the sustaining power of the heart, Dagothar was destroyed, but the disturbance triggered an earthquake and I had to flee for my life. Run? Guess so. Run! Oh my god, I'm locked in. Run! Earthquake! Yeah, where's the countdown, right? This thing isn't red anymore. Oh, hello. How's it going, Asura?
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny.
Hooray!
You are free. The doomed Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction, the god's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vvardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
This thing. Ring of Asura. I died 20 points on self. Star fatigue, 3 points in self. You already have something better, thanks. The dead die. Dagothar destroyed. The insane dreams can no longer drive people of Morrowind to madness as they sleep. Okay, GG? I don't know. Freedom! Now what? Do we go see Vivek? Oh, it just says, like, the people are free. My presence, Dater, Lord Azurosh, told me I've achieved my destiny and I was free. Harvest have fulfilled, the blight is gone. I'm now Hortator and Nerevarine, Protector Morrowind, must defend the people from monsters and villains. I mean... Is that it? We'll see. I mean, I've defeated Dagothar. I am God. I guess? I don't know. Didn't really get credits. We'll see. Let's go see Vivek and see what happens. I'm assuming he's dead? I don't know. We kind of defeated him. If anything, we're Dagothar at this point. We got a fancy ring that gives us night vision, because, you know, we don't have pants that do that right now. I can see the sky. I can see clearly now, the sky is blue. Yep, the best pants. Alright, let's go back to Vivek, I guess. Let's put the ring on. Get even more night vision. Excuse me, Sarah, but you're an Nerevarine, a big hero, and I really don't know how to talk to somebody important like you except to say thank you, Sarah, for everything. You're welcome. Let's go on to chapter 1. Yeah. Please insert disc 2. God damn it. There's a second disc hiding behind the first one in the box. Should probably save them. So, blight is gone, and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple. And you must dedicate yourself to responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. We have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Daggerthur is gone, we can turn our energies to more humble needs of the people. It is good, honest work, and I believe it is redemption to it. There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and dissident priests, but now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers. We must find time to mourn and honor the dead. Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish. Our days as gods are numbered. I have told my priests that I will withdraw from the world. At the temple will be prepared for change. We may be honored, no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes of the temple. And temple return faith to our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors, the three good Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. Our mission and traditions of the temple must continue without its living gods. No Instacart. Alexia, Sothasil, and I gained our divine powers from the heart of Lorcan. Now we no longer have access to the heart. We must lose our divinity. I've always worn my divinity lately. Fundamentally, I'm not at all a serious person. I will not miss it. I tried to do what was necessary, and I'm afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I'll be quite content to a mere mortal again, dedicated by my own amusements. What was the other thing he asked us to do? Here he told us. The problem is, like, there's so much friggin', like, lore here. We don't communicate without the heart. Our divine powers must diminish. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm. Yeah, I kind of killed them all already. Whoops. That's very sad. I presume she killed Sothasil, and she might harm me. I presume she tried to kill you, Nerevarine. It was all very sad, but death comes to all mortals, and we are all mortal now. Yeah, I kind of killed her before he became mortal, so... I presume she tried to... In time, death will come to me, Nerevarine, perhaps even in your own hands. It's futile to deny one's fate, but nonetheless, I'm afraid I find it all very sad that I should end this way. Something that began such glory and noble promise. I don't think there's any left. I don't know. I mean, we defeated Daggerthur, so I don't know if the game's just supposed to end. Like, I don't know if like there's. I think we beat the main quest. I mean, I mean, this is kind of one of those open world games, right? Where I guess you could still do shit, but I mean, I wasn't. I don't know if I was expecting like at least some credits or something. That's the thing. Yeah, you can keep going. Yeah, it feels like I mean, we defeated Daggerthur, right? So it feels like we're done. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. I guess there was no credits. I guess, you know, You win. It's basically. I mean, I defeated Dagathur, so I'm assuming the main quest is done. I've done both DLC, at least the main quest in both DLCs. So, guess we're done? Question mark? Does anybody know for sure if there's like any sort of end to this? It just keeps going? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like, right? Yeah, I guess I can go do like some other quests and stuff, but... So I want to make sure I don't just like suddenly just say, oh, yeah, this is done. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm still missing something. What was the other thing he said? Protector of Morrowind, that's what he said. There's much to do. You still have Kagnak's tools, potent weapons, and a wit and experienced proven hero. Tribunal and the Temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived, hunted down and destroyed. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kind prey upon the people. There are unsolved mysteries and legendary treasures uncovered. I'm sure you find much to value. Yeah, it's basically just, you know, you can do whatever the hell you feel like doing is basically what he's saying. Yeah. Alright, so we're basically GG at this point, right? And we defeated Dagathur. We freed the world. The Ash Mountains are no more. Yeah, I mean, from the sounds of it, from the sounds of people who have played this game before, I guess it's GG, so I guess we can go check... Basically just get a ring out of it. Decide if X a liar. Yeah, I mean, it was an easy fight. Dagathur's dead. I got a ring, a shitty ass ring for it. It's like, woo, here's a ring that gives me night eye and restore fatigue 3 points in itself. It's like, thanks game, I already have something better, but okay, sure. Guess we'll go look at the credits on the main screen. What a way to recharge your phone. You missed out. I mean, I did both DLCs. I did DLCs before finishing the main quest. I thought I'd get some sort of credits, but I guess not. I guess this is it. So, still like an hour shy of the longest game for RPG quest. That's kind of a disappointing end, sort of. I don't know. But I guess it has it's one of those games you can just play forever, right? Not forever. I mean, there's eventually an end, but there you go, credits. There you go. We got credits. GG. Get used to it with Elder Scrolls games, yeah. I mean, I guess there's kind of like a main quest, of course, which you defeat, but then it's like, oh, well, it's not like you just suddenly just, you know, wiped out all evil. There's still a whole bunch of stuff to do to save that you can help people, and like, you know, all these remnants are still around, and yeah. Luna's real obvious ending, yeah. I mean, this one, obviously, like, we defeated Dagathur, that's like the big bad of the game, and you know, the Ash Mountain's no longer, you know, spewing stuff, and we talked to Sura, and she's like, alright, good job, you've saved Vvardenfell and all that stuff. Speedrun of this game is like 10 minutes, yeah, I believe it. I'm gonna have to, I've always held off on watching the speedrun until I actually beat the game. But now I'll have to take a look, because I'm sure it's very, very broken how they do this stuff. So yeah, 135 hours. Definitely, I mean, there's still obviously a lot more I could do in this game, but... Yeah, the one that gives us those like super jump scrolls, I imagine that's obviously a requirement for speedrunning, considering you could go super fast with those. That and probably the boots. Oh yeah, God, yeah. Main quest, I mean, compared to the stuff in the DLC, like, Tribunal definitely had the hardest enemies. So I started with Tribunal. Tribunal was my first DLC I did. So I did Tribunal, and then did Blood Moon, and then I finished off with the main quest. It was like... Oh God, yeah. And I mean, I probably touched about... My guess would be probably about 25% of the quests in this game, at least in some way. I mean, there's obviously all the guild quests. I barely touched anything in the Thieves Guild. I did a bunch of of the Magician Guild stuff. I did a bunch of Fighters Guild, but never finished them, if you will. Same thing with the Temple. I did a bunch, and did a bunch for like the Knights or whatever. But again, never finished those, and it's kind of still, it's fun. Definitely a fantastic game. I think. I mean, I probably would have done more, but those 2 dirty disc errors I got during the stream kind of scared me into like getting the game done. Right? It's like as soon as you started seeing those dirty disc errors, it's like, all right, I don't know how stable the game's going to be from here on out. I didn't expect it to go that fast towards the end, though. I thought there'd be more to the main quest, but it's more like go see Vivek. It's like, yeah, go over here and grab these 2 things and go kill Dagathir. All right, let's do that. Just we defeated Dagathir. Dagathir is dead. We've saved Vvardenfell for now. So it's about as done as I can get it done, you know what I mean? Like, it's not... I mean, there is no end to this game, I guess, but yes, y'all missed it. Y'all missed, quote-unquote, the end. If you kill Vivek first, there's another quest, I am. So the game actually does have a way to kind of get you there. Well, I mean, I guess even if you kill Vivek, if you know about... Actually, you don't need... Because Vivek, he had those notes on... Like in his... Whatever he calls his library there. Behind him. So you could kill him and read those notes and still know the plan and know where those... where Sunder and Keening are. Although I guess he wouldn't have given you the... he wouldn't have given you the Wraith Guard, but you didn't even need the Wraith Guard. You take a lot of damage from Keening, but if you stab it and you take it off, and then you equip it again, you stab it again, you can just do that a bunch of times and not even take lethal damage, right? This is the trailer, yeah. The Vampire quest line? No, I didn't end up stumbling upon that one. There's a couple of quest lines that I never stumbled upon, like obviously the Vampire one. I did obviously the DLC stuff, so I did the quote-unquote, werewolf one. There's the whole thing with the slaves there and the twin lamps, and I mean there's so many different things in this game that you can play this game like many times and just see different things each time, right? You do it without unequipping over and over? Yeah, probably. Me, two official traders, I am. Can join different vampire clans with different quests. It's not fully fleshed out. It's still kind of cool, though. Twin Lance wasn't very fleshed out, yeah. There's a lot of mention about it, but I didn't know where to go to actually, start the quest. Yeah, it's GG, Matt. It's officially done. I finished the main quest line. We defeated Dagathir. Vvardenfell is saved. No, it didn't. I'm kind of surprised it didn't. Like, I expected there to be more to the main quest line than what there was. But it went pretty quick. I mean, there's more I could have done. I was planning to probably do more of the East Coast or whatever the thing in the other DLC was there, the Blood Moon East Coast Trading Company, whatever. But I mean, those dirty disc errors I got in the game there, the 2 I got so far in this one stream, that kind of scared me. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just, like, as soon as I finish the DLC, the main DLC one, I'm just gonna move on to the main quest. But yeah, still not the longest game. Dragon Warrior 7 still beat it out by a few hours. It came very close, though. And it would have, most likely, if I had done more quests. But again, it could have been a lot shorter, too, if I concentrated on the main quest and didn't do any of the DLC, right? Missing Morrowind, yeah. Yep, I did Blood Moon. I did the main quest in Blood Moon. I did Tribunal. I didn't do all the side quests. If I did all the side quests, this would be like a 500-hour game.